Hello everyone and welcome on this new late week analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So as we can see guys, today is gonna be a busy day with the news, and therefore we have to be careful and aware about the signals that you are about to receive in this video. As we can see, today we are having the flash services PMIs and manufacturing's PMIs for many pairs, especially the euro, the pound and the USD. So please be careful and wise, and remember that in my opinion, these news can actually make an impact on the market. Depends of course on the actual forecast, but however they most likely won't be able to change the direction of the trend or the market direction. We can just witness an impact on it, like a pin bar appears or some sudden movement to happen in the market, but however in general, all in all, the direction most likely is gonna just remain the same. So before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button now and subscribe to the channel. And let's now begin with the late week analysis, and as usual we will start with the Euro USD. So as you can see guys, yesterday's Tuesday, look at that. This was the candle of Tuesday, and as you can see, this candle has made actually a strong bearish breakout from that long-term support at 1.08247. That means that most likely now the Euro USD is indeed going to continue the fall, considering of course that we're having here also a support trend line which has been broken out from. So indeed that level of support trend line has indeed been broken out from. And by the way, we actually thought that the market is going to continue the rise based on this price action right here. Those three candles usually represents a continuation in the bullish momentum, but however the Tuesday's candle had a different opinion, and as you can see it made a strong bearish breakout, and even the price action here for this candle indicates for a continuation in the momentum. So most likely now we have to consider selling the Euro USD. Also, if we look carefully right now, we are having here head and shoulders pattern has almost been completed, which means most likely that the market is gonna continue the fall. So therefore I have to remove of course the old signal since it's no longer valid. And let me just now go to the 4-hour time frame. Now based on the 4-hour time frame, if we look at the left side right now, we can notice clearly that we are having right here a very strong key resistance level, exactly right there. Pay attention to the movement, how the market has reacted to this level. So here it was a strong key resistance level, it became a support exactly right here on the same level, and then a real attempt of a support always every time the market reached that level. Then again, last attempt of a support, then it became right here a resistance. Now after that bearish breakout candle happened from that previous level of a support, now we have to look at the nearest resistance to that bearish breakout candle, and we can see it exactly right here on the same strong level. We can add to the mix of course the resistance trend lines, if I'm not mistaken. Right now we can just add the resistance trend line just like that. Fantastic. So that means that the Euro USD has a potential to continue the rise. First of all, it will be respecting that level of a resistance, and also that level of a resistance trend line will also most likely be respected again, combining that of course with the fact that we're having here a broken level of a support trend line. Check this out my friends. So that means that most likely again that level of a broken support trend line will become also a new resistance trend line. So all the signs says that the Euro USD should be good to be sold exactly on that level. However, now for the take profit level, we can actually expect to make approximately, I would say, let me just look at the left side to identify the strongest level of a key support. If I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not, exactly, let's look at the left side. This was indeed a strong level as a key support. It was also a key resistance in the past, and then a real attempt of a support. It became a support and a resistance as well in the past. So meaning, most likely the Euro USD is going to continue to fall for about, I would say, 100 pips, aiming the support at 1.07875, and the safe zone that shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance right here for about 53 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so as you can see right now my friends, the signal of the pound USD from last midweek analysis is also triggered and currently running in about 10 pips of profit. That is really good, but however the question is the pound USD indeed going to continue the rise? I don't think so. The pair is actually showing right now a strong bearish momentum. Let me just now delete the old signal and let me just analyze it together. So if we switch now to the daily chart, Look at that right here. If we pay attention, we are having here also a strong resistance level, and it seems like the pound USD is actually struggling to break out from that level of a resistance. Now Tuesday's candle has actually almost confirmed it, that the market is actually not able to break out from that level of a resistance. Now we have to actually combine that with the fact that we are having here also a broken level of a support trend line. Check this out. So as you can see right here, actually, if I'm not mistaken, right here exactly, this was of course a real level of the support trend line. So indeed guys, it was a strong support trend line, and the market actually hasn't been able to break out from it, and so far this was indeed a strong attempt of a resistance trend line. So that means that most likely also the pound USD will continue the fall. Also right here we can see another confirmation of the pattern of head and shoulders has been completed. So most likely the pound USD is going to continue the fall. Now the question is where exactly we can start selling this pair. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now again on the 4-hour time frame, right here exactly, we can see a strong resistance trend line has been formed and respected repeatedly. Right here, resistance trend line number 1, number 2, and number 3, and then the fake breakout from that level. Now most likely we can wait for the pound USD to rise again to reach that level of a resistance trend line, then we can start shorting it. Now looking at the left side, we can see if there was any strong key resistance level, and if I'm not mistaken, right here exactly, I think. Yes, let's just scroll to the left side and see how the market has reacted to that level of a resistance at 1.27604. As you can see right here, it was indeed a strong attempt of a resistance, and right here also a real attempt of the resistance with barely any fake breakouts in it, and it was also a strong attempt of a key support. And I think if we scroll even more to the left side, we can see more attempts of a resistance. We can see right here a small one. Keep scrolling to the left side. I think it was a strong key support level. Check this out. Wow, the movement right here is just wow. Look at that, guys. Indeed, look at that. The market has always been able to respect that level as a real attempt of a resistance. So all in all, back to the current price. Let's wait for the pound USD to rise to another 23 pips before we can start shorting it. Of course, if that happens, we will actually be aiming the lowest level of a support right here at 1.26571, which means our take profit level is going to be 103 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of a previous resistance for about, I would say, actually that's quite a lot. Let me just reduce it a little bit more. Since we're actually relying on the resistance trend line, the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 52 pips only. Let me now write the signal for you. And moving now to the AUDUSD. Alright, so as you can see, AUDUSD I think is reversing exactly from the buy level I sent. I think it's the same level. Just give me a second, guys. I need to pause the recording for 1 minute. Alright, we are back, and now let me just talk about the AUDUSD. This pair so far is still showing a strong bullish momentum, even though I'm not convinced buying it. But the market actually shows a strong bullish momentum right now, especially seeing here the price action. As we can see right here, those 3 candles of the daily candles actually has been rejected strongly to break out from that level of a previous support. And even the candle right here of Tuesday, it's usually if it's spotted on a support level, it's usually a good sign that the market is going to continue the rise. Therefore, AUDUSD is still going to be good to be bought, but however, we can start buying it again exactly from that level of a previous resistance right here, which has already become a support. This was of course a support number 1, and we can start buying the AUDUSD again right here on the second attempt of the support. If I'm not mistaken also, we can combine the Fibonacci retracement. Let me just now go to the 30-minute time frame. First of all, let me just delete this old one so it won't confuse us and keep the same take profit level. Let's now add the Fibonacci to the mix, and as we can see right here, it's almost at 23.6. Let me just now edit the line exactly like that. And of course, if we combine that with the support trend line, we can see that the market has actually been able to respect that level of a support trend line. Let me just now add the resistance trend line. All in all, it shows a strong confirmation that this level of a resistance trend line became here a support trend line, and again resistance trend line. And right here, after the bullish breakout happened, most likely the market is gonna be respecting that level. So all in all, AUDUSD is gonna be good to be bought exactly from here at buy from 0.64196. And the safe zone, actually we have to wait for the market to fall to another 15-14 pips before we can continue buying it. The safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a previous support for about, I would say, 30 pips only. Yeah, that's gonna be enough. And take profit level, the take profit level actually can be ranging higher than the old price to be right here at the beginning of the resistance trend line, and that means our take profit level can be ranging for about 70 pips. Let me just now also edit the take profit level right here, 0.64911. Where is the 4? Oh my god, I forgot to add the 4. 0.64911, and that's everything for this pair. Moving now to the USDCAD. Alright, so now USDCAD signal, guys, is also gonna remain the same. I believe that the USD is gonna continue the rise, and that level of a previous support is still being respected. As you can see, also the USDCAD has made here a fake breakout yesterday, and we thought that this signal is gonna be failed. However, what happened next is that we have ended up with a fake breakout, and as we can see, that level of a strong support most likely is gonna hold the position. Therefore, USDCAD signal just remains the same. We can buy it again after it falls to another 10 pips. So that's everything for the USDCAD. Let's now move to the USDJPY. USDJPY is one of those signals which unfortunately did not work well. So now we have to consider what to do next with this pair. Let me just now delete the old signal. I told you guys, if you remember, I told you before, the USDJPY is gonna crash at some point. However, we are not yet sure if that's the case, because right here we are still above that level of a support. I would assume that the USDJPY has begun the crashing only if it go below that level of a strong key support level, because if the market is gonna fall below that level of a support, what will gonna stop it? Absolutely nothing. It's just gonna continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support at 141.360. So far, we are still above that level of a support, and because of that, we can continue buying the USDJPY. Even the price action right now here is not promising for the bearish fall. So far, it's showing actually a strong bullish momentum, especially here on Monday. We had a strong bullish engulfing candle. Then, as we can see, the candle of Tuesday was not that strong confirmation for any bearish fall. So all in all, we will continue buying the USDJPY, but the question is where exactly. So moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we'll actually have to separate the fake attempts of a support from the real attempts, and right here exactly at 145.281. Look at that. This was a strong real attempt of a support, and we have here the fake breakout, and now we can see another candle right here. Actually, these two candles, let me just tell you, these two candles right here, my friends, are actually a good confirmation for a continuation in the rise. Once you see those candles appeared on a support level, I mean those inverted hammers, once being spotted on a support level, most likely it's gonna be a good sign that the market is indeed gonna continue the rise. Now also, the good thing about this level is it is actually almost right here at the lowest level of a key support that we're talking about. If the USDJPY is gonna be able to make a bearish breakout from that level, then that means that most likely we will continue shorting this pair for a long period. Otherwise, as long as the pair is above this level, I believe we can continue buying it. So that being said, let me just tell you that we have to wait for the pair to fall to another 41 pips before we can continue buying it, and the take profit level can be placed right here at the absolutely highest level of a resistance at 146.532, which means it will be ranging for about our take profit level for about 125 pips of profit, hopefully, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support for about, I would say, 52 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And moving now to the NZD/USD. Alright, so as you can see, NZD/USD, guys, was one of those signals which has been activated and running so well in profit, so far running in about 45 pips of profit. It was indeed a good signal, and the market is respecting it. But however, can we continue buying this pair right now? The answer would most likely be yes. Actually, NZD/USD is still good to be bought. I think it's very similar to the AUDUSD, to be honest. if we look at the pairs, we can see the similarity between AUDUSD and NZDUSD. So that being said, and just to save your time, guys, since I know you are actually most likely skipping the video to the gold, let me just tell you that most likely we can buy again the NZDUSD exactly right here from that next level of a previous support, considering that we had right here, of course, a resistance trend line. And as we can see, based on the 4-hour time frame, that level of a resistance trend line has been respected, and now it became a new support trend line. So now we can expect actually the next candle to open as a bearish candle, and most likely it's going to continue the fall. Most likely it will be respecting that level of a previous resistance trend line, and also that support will be respected again. So that being said, we can continue buying the NZDUSD. Our take profit level is going to be just ranging for 70 pips only. We don't need more than that. I think that's going to be enough. And the safe zone also will be almost the same. Let me just let me delete this one. And let me just tell you that the safe zone, no, it's not going to be the same. It can actually be ranging just a little bit lower than this level of a previous support for about, I would say, 37 pips only. Let me just type it right here in front of you. So we can buy the market exactly at 0.59246. And a take profit level will be right here at the peak of the resistance at 0.59940. And let's now move to the gold. All right. So gold signal, guys, I think I can take the credit of this one because the gold has almost reversed from the buy again level. Just like, come on, guys, just like 6 pips far away from it. Oh, come on, give it to me. I deserve it. I deserve it. Look at the daily chart. The market has almost reversed exactly from the buy again area. I mean, come on. It's just really a bummer that it hasn't been triggered exactly, but almost right there. Anyway, the gold is indeed, as I have expected, is still rising. And before we continue analyzing the gold, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so now what can we expect next with the gold? First of all, let me just delete the old signal, since we most likely won't be needing that anymore. But however, let's keep the same take profit level. Now, let me just tell you something. Right now, as I'm telling you guys, I have been telling you this since the beginning of the week. The gold is ranging at 1900 and won't make any strong movement easily. The gold is gonna be ranging a lot on that level. Check this out. It's ranging right here between 1886 and right here at 1903. Look at that. That movement right here is not normal. It's abnormal for sure. However, all in all, if we look at the daily chart, we can see here a strong bullish reversal happened right here at the absolutely lowest level of a support at 1885.81, and now we can actually expect from the market to actually rise again exactly at the support at 1983. Now let me just move to the 4-hour time frame and tell you something. This level of a support, my friends, will not be actually broken out from easily. We can see clearly right here that the market has formed what seems like a fake breakout from that level of a previous support. So it has made actually a movement for about 30 pips, I would say, below that level of a support, and instantly rose back again above that level of the support. So therefore, if the gold is going to be able to fall again right here, first of all, it will be respecting that level of a previous support. And also, if we move now to the smaller time frame, such as 30-minute time frame, what can we see right here? We can see here, of course, that level of a broken resistance trend line. Check this out. So this was indeed a strong attempt of a resistance trend line. As you can see, the market kept actually respecting that level as a resistance trend line. Then we had right here the fake attempt of the support trend line. Therefore, if the gold is going to be able to fall again all the way right here, it will also be retesting the actual resistance trend line, and then it's going to create a new support trend line, and from there the gold will most likely going to continue the rise. So all in all, we can actually buy the gold again exactly right here from that level at 1892. Let me just write it for you. It's not worth to pause the recording. Buy at 1892 at 0.74, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than the absolutely lowest level of a support for about, I would say, 74 pips only. That's it, really? Wow, nice. That's a good signal for the gold. The safe zone is going to be ranging for about 75 pips, and the take profit level, as I mentioned earlier, will just be remaining the same, aiming right here the nearest support or resistance exactly right like that. Of course, I was looking right here actually, and right here, those are strong attempts of a support and resistance, and this one as well. So therefore 19, actually the take profit level has got to be changed to be at 19.18. So sorry, I mean 88. 88. Let me just be accurate as much as possible. Cannot see the keyboard. And that's going to be it, guys. Everything for the late week analysis. And again, of course, guys, another kind reminder that just because these signals coming from Xtreme Trader doesn't mean at all that they will be 100% profitable. Those signals might actually fail. They might actually go in the opposite direction. And for that, we have to always be careful and wise about how we are taking them. Remember, in the end, you are the only one responsible for the winning and losing. These signals are here just to help you if it matched up with your own analysis. If you lost any money with these signals, it is completely your fault because you haven't been prepared for the losses. I'm telling you right here, always don't take any signal unless you have been fully prepared for any potential losses. Anyway, guys, sorry for this, but I had to say it just to make sure that I have cleared my side. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.